Hi, this is John. I'm in Tankardstown in County Limerick. We were digging here. It was very well known in Irish archaeology. There was a Neolithic house found here as part of a gas pipeline, and we came back, I think, for a second season of digging back in the mid-80s. But today we're on a community survey, and we're in the graveyard just doing a standard survey. But I was looking at this area here. There's a break of slope there and there. And I asked the local graveyard caretaker what he knew about it, and he said nothing about it, but he says Workhouse related. A neighbour of his who died in the early 80s told him that this mound in front of us there, this mound is related to the workhouse in Kilmallock. So there's a ridge, the ground is sloping down. There's potentially a hollow there to the side. So there's something interesting going on. And when we walked up to this, it is quite a prominent ridge, and it looks like they've capped off potentially a short trench grave. So what's it look like? 4 or 5 meters long, just a 2 meters wide, and a shallow cap of soil on top. Now there's a lovely limestone boundary wall out here, and they're usually early enough, you know, kind of mid 1800s, maybe late 1800s. But it kind of feels like the graveyard is here up, so that this mound, this potential workhouse related grave, would have been on the fringe as what I think was the primary graveyard. I don't know if you can see it, but just in there right of the there is the spire of the church in Kilmallock, and that's in there is where the workhouse was. So they would have come a couple of miles out from there, potentially here into Tankardstown. And that was the thing, it's only when the workhouse cemeteries were open, when they were overwhelmed, that they opened those workhouse cemeteries. And this is potentially then one of the local burial grounds that they used until they hit that overwhelm period. And this is potentially a famine related grave mound, and that there would have been mass burials under here, maybe not of very long duration. And the way Tim Lynch, who told me about it, was talking about it, he said there were only kind of terminology you'd hear a lot. What does it tell us about the method in which they were buried? I don't know, but I just thought it was so interesting that I was asking him about over there, but he brought me up here off his own bata, and I said nothing about famine or workhouses or anything. Okay, found that interesting. So Tankardstown, County Limerick. There the Ballyhowra Mountains, hills. If we keep swinging over, looking back to the west, Charleville is over here somewhere. So Charleville, Kilmallock, and we're here then with a possible famine-related grave mound. They don't stand out, they're not very easy to see, but they've got potential.